Murphy's Law.
I
don't know what you're talking about. I went off by myself and went off without a hitch the first time.
Hey, if there's anyone who I believe can do it, it's you. Only downside, all those int wisdom saves you have to do.
I mean,
Which int saves I imagine you have on lock.
Yeah,
Wisdom saves on the other hand.
I've got a +6 to intelligence. Wisdom is just a +3. So.
Ooh, that's not bad.
We'll see how far down I can actually get, I guess.
Don't worry, that's better than my original plan that I was gonna do.
Yeah, what was that?
I was going to, depending on who was in that, the actual prison room, I was going to basically supernova one guard, charm the other one to run that way, and then somehow break the lock and have Darcy Dimension Door kill out.
I think the main problem would have been the fact that I don't think the charm would have been less effective after you had supernovaed someone.
True. But I also had a heroic inspiration, so I was fully ready to just.
I was very worried for a second because I didn't know if the wizard was just going to straight up pass through where Lucine was. So I was
worried about that this whole time, and I was waiting for Jake to fucking.
Yeah, so I was like, damn, she is dead. If they find her, she's done.
In hindsight, if I would have known that he hadn't come this way, I wouldn't have done that. But as far as I was aware, he was going to check the prison itself. So
yeah, I mean, as far as any of us were he was just kind of heading in your direction.
Yeah, I just assumed that he was falling because if I had known that he wasn't falling, I wouldn't have done what I did. But hindsight's 20/20, I suppose.
Yeah, the only information we had was, hey, guess what? He's on the move that way. After that, no idea, but he's that way.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we can fight our way through all that nonsense before he doubles back wherever.
I think my only problem we might have is the fact that he can just resurrect people.
Yeah, but I
say resurrect, but he's just turning them into zombies.
Here's my I guess the pure copium is that I don't think based on how quickly the alarm went off that at least that mage was aware that that the guard killed someone. So as far as he's aware, that probably hasn't happened yet.
Maybe.
I guess we'll find out. But regardless, who knows? Might not even be here.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out in the next fucking minute.
Not even fight them. Come on.
Yes, we'll see. Alright, let's see.
Finds the first gray, releases him. He turns into a fucking ancient dragon.
Honestly, though.
Wouldn't that be something? In here?
Be pretty cool.
Would be really cool.
What if he turns against us?
Well, I mean, that, it was meant to be.
When we get killed, we just need that's the first story you heard into a dragon. What the fuck did that? Tell me now.
Give the first gray help us in any way, shape, or form. Get fun.
Is he useful? If not, we're leaving.
Alright, but yeah. As you guys begin to kind of try and find out exactly how things are going to go, in the couple of minutes that Varus had, you decided to wander off. Where are you going, Varus?
Absolutely, always. That's my MO. Yeah. As far as I mean, they told us everything. Left was a torture chamber. Straight was a.
I assume they gave you all the map information they got.
Yeah. So I think Varus, knowing that the wizard was already kind of walked by, but it seemed like he was talking to the guy already. I think Varus just sees if he can't go straight.
Alright. you feel free to move your token to wherever it is you wish.
Whee!
Yep.
Obviously, quietly. I don't know if I gotta make like a stealth check, but obviously, like,
Sure, give me a stealth check. I mean, if you're gonna try and do it
Yeah.
quietly, then might as well, right?
absolutely. He'd like to know if people are coming before he sees. It's not bad. It's not great.
Yeah, you quietly kind of creep down the hallway with enough speed that you do still get through it.
I don't know if I gotta go a square at a time, but
No, you could just keep going. I'll move you actually here. You can get up to here. I need that intelligence saving throw.
sure thing, Chief.
You
No
were
problem.
warned about the torch, so
Yeah.
I will say that you will have advantage.
Woohoo! Is it shift?
It
I
is
can't remember.
alt. I think it's alt for
Oh.
advantage, or it's control. It's one or the other. I can't remember.
That was disadvantage. It
Oh.
doesn't matter. The other one was not that great either. It was a
Well,
12.
Yeah, no.
That is super unfortunate.
You look at the torch, and for a brief moment, you're like, "What am I doing here? Where am I? Nah, I gotta go
Oh.
home, man." You just turn around.
Gotta go home.
Yeah.
Where's home in my mind? How far back does this take me?
In your mind, going home, honestly, in this current case, just all the way back, wherever Allery lives.
All the way back?
No, like wherever Allery lives.
I don't even know where that is.
Oh, she lives. Well, the ancestral home of the.
What a shitty place for home.
She would have gone back to Moon's Run. That would have been her home, but she hasn't been back there in a couple hundred years, and it's sort of turned to shit.
Fair.
They really don't have a home.
But as soon as you turn around, eventually you realize, what the fuck am I doing? As you get to like you're facing Veyroon, you're like, wait a second, this isn't
Oh,
right.
I go all.
Yeah, you go all the way back. You go like to the hallway where you see Veyroon, and you're like, oh shit.
Man, that really fucking sucks. Can I hear anything from like the torture chamber area?
You would have to get closer. The walls are a little too thick.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll go that direction. I'll see if I can hear anything. I don't know if you want to move me again.
No. Just about one more. Yeah. At around there, give me a perception check.
Sure thing.
It's pretty good. As you get around the corner, you also smell, hear, and feel everything that Darcy kind of did at the same time. But the actual prodding of that lightning seems to have slowed down, or at the very least, even turned off. You can still see sparks on the other side of that room. You can still see that there's weirdness coming in from that side. You'd be like here.
Oh, okay. And the room is down here?
At the end of the hallway.
All the way at the edge. Okay.
And you can still smell this like fried skin almost, and it's not a pleasant smell, but you're like, whatever is happening in there seems to have calmed down, and you don't know if whoever is in there has either prepared for a fight or they've left.
Okay. I think knowing that there was lightning before, that there isn't any more currently. I think he would like to take his chances and with his stuff that I've already rolled, continue forward and just see if he can't peek into the room at all.
Okay. As
See
you get
who
all
might be
the way
in it.
over to the actual door itself, give me a perception check.
Sure, so I get all the way over here.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there's the door.
You kind of like try and peep through the actual keyhole, but you realize there's something blocking it. You can't see it through the keyhole, but looking underneath the actual door itself, trying to glance around all around the entire thing, you realize that you could probably move that viewport from your side with like a dagger. But
Okay.
it might have a sound.
Do I hear anything on the other side at all?
At this current moment, surprisingly, only two things. You hear one, what seems to be like really ragged breathing, of someone that sounds like they probably have like 1,000 cases of asthma stacked on top of one another. And someone else that seems to be pacing around the room, though only what seems to be one set of footsteps. You give it about 10, 15 seconds, and then you hear another set of footsteps, but they're not moving. They're not changing positions. You can hear, sorry, they're not like pacing around the room. They're just like shifting. So there's at least, sorry, there's at least 2 people within the room, if not more.
It doesn't sound like they're talking to each other. They're just pacing.
But you can hear the alarm. You can hear, like,
Well, the alarm hasn't gone off yet in this 5 minutes.
oh, yes, you're right.
I don't know if that changes anything in this
No,
room.
no.
I doubt it.
It would still be.
okay.
It would still be about the same. Actually, there would be conversation because there's no alarm yet.
Okay.
You hear
Can I hear
quiet
any?
whisperings of what sounds like 2 people, a man and a woman. They're speaking to one another. The man says, "Look, I've had him for weeks. He's not going to break then. Why would he break now? When we're using different methods now, he will break eventually. If he doesn't want to die, I don't think he can die. The amount of electricity you've pumped into him has been just beyond what anybody else has been able to handle. Even the normal brain would die down. What the fuck is this freak? I don't know. And honestly, it doesn't matter to me. What matters is that the information gets to us. Once we have it, that's what matters. Look, Mr. Flowers is looking for this. He's expecting us to succeed. So we will. Or all of us get fired. And you know what happens when we get fired. Yes, the fucking execution. I know. Look. There's got to be a better way. Can't you read his mind or something? No. His mind is impeccably blocked. There's nothing we can do to access it. So, we force him to talk.
I want to find out what's in my bag of holding again.
You hear the
find out
man
what
say, fuck. I'm pretty sure you have to right-click it.
And then click what?
Open container.
I don't have that option.
Bag of holding. Oh. I think you open the bag of holding, right? You have to click edit. Yeah, edit.
Oh, right. Thank you. I'm just trying to find out what I got in here.
Fair enough.
How wide is this hallway?
Maybe about 6, 7 feet. Like it's comfortable enough that 2 people could go shoulder to shoulder, but not comfortable enough that they could walk or run.
Let's say if I were to be on the ceiling, completely prone, up against it. How dark is this hallway?
It's relatively dark, actually. The only source of light is at the end of the hallway on the other side where you had come from.
Okay.
So right now, you are essentially in pure darkness.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is, this is such a stupid idea, but I'm going to do it regardless. I'm going to go ahead and walk up onto the ceiling.
Uh-huh.
Just kind of like walk to the end of the hallway almost.
Like
Take
where
out of
stay
my-
where you are or go back?
Sorry, like right to here.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. Take out from my bag of holding all of the glass shards from the tower back in the
Yeah.
back in
No, I'm aware.
yeah, in the tripod. I think I just kind of want to like again, it's such a stupid idea. I want to drop them on the ground and then kind of like walk back to where the door is and just plant myself up against the door on the ceiling and just kind of hide for someone to walk out, hopefully, and then I'll go in.
Okay. Are you just
It's
waiting,
a stupid idea.
or are you like knocking,
Yeah,
or anything?
Well, I dropped the glass to make a noise. Practically, I don't know if anyone can hear that or not, and come outside to check. It's practically is the plan.
Okay, that's what you mean. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. After a good solid like 30, 40 seconds, you hear the viewport slide open. Someone seems to look out of the actual viewport. They call back into the room. I don't see shit. Go check it out, please. Come on. What are you, a pussy? It's a dungeon. What else is going to be out there? The door unlocks, and you see a kind of man step through. Man wearing like full plate armor. He steps through, and you can see that on his back appears to be. Sorry, let me check what weapon this is. Actually, no, sorry, not on his back. He's like in his arms. He has what appears to be like a rapier.
Does he go further past the check where the glass is?
He gets to like here, kind of continues to look. He's just slowly scanning. The rapier point is like dropped low, ready for a fight.
I think I am going to go ahead and cast. Is this verbal? Yeah, actually, you know what I'll do is I will 100% because they're not expecting me. I'm assuming.
No, they're not.
So this guy in here seems much lightly armored than this guy out here.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and silently drop from the ceiling in view of him, hopefully surprising him, and I'll shoot him with my fucking bow and hope to kill him instantly. We'll see.
Which
But-
one are you surprising? The one that's inside the room?
Yeah, the one inside the room.
Okay, give me an attack roll. You have an advantage.
Sure thing.
Are you shooting him? Are you shooting the guard or the mage? You can
Which
see
one?
the mage.
So this is the mage, the one down there.
No, that's not the mage. That's a man. Like you can see both of his
Okay.
arms are like suspended. He's like hanging. He's old as shit, and you can see just
okay,
like
I see.
flayed skin all over him.
So I can see that mage up there.
Yes.
I see. Okay.
You know what?
Yeah.
This is right up against the door, so I would say
Okay.
you can stay
Cool.
here.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, if I could see the fucking mage, I shoot the mage.
Okay, shoot
I feel like the
mage.
guards would be less of a problem than the mage would. So I would try to shoot the mage first, try to get him to die.
Or-
Sorry, I can't
No,
see anything
that's
behind him.
fine,
Man.
it's fine. This is entirely fair.
So it is a advantage, which is
I think
let's
it's
see
either
this.
shift or control. I actually don't know.
well, it wasn't control because control was disadvantage.
Oh, then it's alt.
yeah. Oh, is it alt?
Yes.
Okay.
It should be alt.
Oh, right. It doesn't work like that.
Oh,
Uh,
Yeah, that definitely fucking
yeah.
hits.
So that's 15, but it doesn't have any of the sneak attack.
You can add your sneak attack to it.
Yeah. I don't know why it didn't. I thought I had sneak attack on here.
Didn't you?
I guess not.
Isn't your
Sorry,
sneak
I
attack?
guess I didn't.
I think your sneak attack is just a part of your sneak attack thing. If you click it under your features, it should just roll for you.
Right. I always forget that that's a thing. That extra 18.
Yeah. It's exactly enough. It's exactly lethal.
Let's fucking go!
Yeah, you drop to the ground.
The goat.
Within a fucking moment, a single arrow pierces through the darkness, lands square in the middle of like the lower jaw, and it just goes and it impales them against the actual wall. And you feel and yeah, no, I need you to roll me initiative.
I don't know if I can do like a bonus action real quick in this interim real quick, like before we roll initiative. It's
Sure.
up to you. If that's the case, I'm going to real quick go ahead and cast a bonus action, Zephyr Strike on myself.
Okay.
So I cannot maintain concentration on more effects. What the fuck does that mean? I don't have any concentration effect.
Yeah, it did that for me. I think it's
Okay.
just like a stat.
So
or something
ignore
that
the
it puts
8.
on your
Ignore the 8. That's for when I first hit on a turn. But yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna initiative.
Please. Oh,
Is
sorry.
there another mage in here?
Wait, Victor's... No. That's the dead one.
Okay. Initiative.
Oh, Victor's stats didn't get ported over. Oh, man.
It's
Well, let me change his initiative for that.
You know, it's a good chance that right about now is when it's when Artemis would do the funny. So, you know, this is about on par.
Yeah, right about now, an alarm goes off.
that's about
Yeah. But Varus, you are the first to act.
damn right. Yeah. Is it an action to close the door, or can I just
No,
close
it's an object interaction.
it? Ah, fucking close the door.
Yeah, the door closes behind you.
Yeah, I mean, and I was not in the room first, right?
Sorry?
I was not in the room on the start of my turn.
No, you had to move it.
Just make it. Cool. Yeah. I mean, if that's the case, is this man shackled at all, or is he just kind of like?
Yeah, you see both of his arms are like bound up against this like entire contraption from this hanging from the ceiling. There's like two long shackles that are coming down from the ceiling. His arms are bound to it. His legs are bound. There's like a large like waist bound thing, and his mouth is gagged. There's a fucking blindfold over his eyes. You can see there's like a giant fucking like manacle across his entire neck that seems to have runes written all over it. You see like a bunch of other shit just on his arms, on his legs, and there's like actually like runic bindings all across his entire body. It's kind of crazy the setup they have going on him.
I guess irregardless, I'm going to use the ability of Zephyr Strike to give myself advantage on this first shot, which will also deal an extra D8. But regardless, I'm going to Silver Dragon. Oh, whoops. Yeah, I'll target this guy, and I'm going to go ahead and shoot him with advantage. 31.
Oh, that
Again,
definitely
sorry.
hits.
For sneak attack. 15 plus an extra D8. I don't know if I can't add that somewhere, sorry, but it's 7 extra damage on him. How's he looking?
Sorry. How much is the total? Yeah, no, he's fucking
So
dead.
14, 15, 29 plus 7.
No.
Wait, he's dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
36.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
dead too, apparently.
Oh, why are you marked as dead? The fuck?
I don't know.
You hit him so hard the damage had to be transferred over to you. You know, I think that was one of Einstein's laws or something.
Yeah. For every reaction, there is a reaction.
Yeah.
And then
No,
I'm
yeah.
going to straight up, because my movement increases by 30 feet for this turn,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't get opportunity attacks, which doesn't really matter for right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm going to straight up. I've got 65 feet of movement. I'm just going to run up the wall and onto the ceiling and
Yep.
see if I can't just find a place to truly, in the darkness, plant myself and try to take a bonus action to hide. If not against this guy down here, against the guy who's going to come in next.
Okay, yeah, no, you just fucking sprint up. Give me a stealth.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, definitely. As you're kind of doing that, you hide.
Like I said earlier, man, the black blur. He came in, shot 2 people, and ran up a wall.
Fucking disappeared, bro. And as soon as you kind of completely do all of that, you see and notice that the head of this man kind of like follows you the entire way as you're moving all the way up to the ceiling. And you feel and look at him, and in that moment, it's time to drop the act. You hear a sigh before you hear and feel things just begin to break and snap all over his entire body. Not him, mind you. It's all the metal attachments, all the bindings, every single thing that's carved with a rune. He is physically breaking the steel manacle around his neck with just his muscles. And you can see him flex, his entire body just all the shit starts flying off the ceiling, or is flying off. The manacles around his wrist just pop off from him flexing it. And in a brief
Jeez.
moment after, you see a man that is probably doubled in muscle mass. And it is terrifying to look at, because you don't know if that was magical or physical.
Regardless, hopefully he's on my side.
And you see him just walk up to this guard, pick him up,
Hell yeah.
and just fucking yeet him at the wall.
God damn.
There is no more guard, because this guy gets smushed. Like, there is a red blur of just cloth and armor where he used to be. Before he looks up at you, like, stares directly at you, Varus. Go get the others. I have some business to take care of.
Oh dear.
Sure thing.
And you can
And
see
I like
him
to imagine.
grab, like, the manacles that's on the ceiling and just pulls the thing out of the ceiling before wrapping the steel bar, like, chains around his arm and walking out of the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him go out first. Another guy in the hallway.
I'm sorry, this man was a prisoner?
Not really. No.
Jesus Christ. This man just pulled a Rorschach and then doubled down.
Yeah.
I like
So
to
I-
imagine that the argument that we were having in the little hallway proceeds as normal, just, you know,
Yeah.
without Varus' interjection.
Because without
Which
Varus,
probably
and then
means
Varus
that
shows back up.
well, I was gonna say without Varus, it technically keeps going because Varus is the one that prompted the ultimatum. So like we're still sitting there.
Yeah, we're just arguing.
I guess I have a question. Does this guy go towards the restricted section?
Yeah, he
Or does he
does.
go out? Okay. I think I truly just like follow behind him as he's walking and just like calmly enter the door on the other side while they're all arguing. Listen, we gotta make a decision. I just released someone. I think it's a good idea, but we gotta do something.
I imagine he just
Yeah, the rest of you
hooligan
just see this
through
like
the
fucking
hidden door.
yeah. The rest of you see this like massive, muscular old man who looks like he's probably like 80, 85. It's like Master Roshi, literally. Fucking walking through. He walks past the door, nods at Varus before just he continues.
Varus,
Artemis like, yeah, Artemis does like you hear a noticeable like gulp from Artemis and he says,
Listen, I know
Is
we
he on our
decided it's
side?
probably not the best for me to go by myself, but I went and did something by myself, and it had another positive effect. So I think I'm 2 for 2 now.
I'm not forgiving you for the first one, but this one I will.
Hey, I'm 2 for 2. In my own mind, I'm doing great.
you know,
I
if
feel-
I-
I can just
Just
say
so-
right now, if the people in that room are like all of the people outside, we're fine. I took care of
Artemis-
2 of them by myself.
you know, Varus, if I was attracted to men, I would kiss you right now.
If
I
I
mean,
weren't
that's your
pissed at him,
prerogative.
I would.
Again, your prerogative, up to you. I don't care either way. Regardless, though, I think he's heading to probably take care of the old Grey, the first Grey, maybe. I don't know if he's back there or something.
Are
I
we
know
sure that's not the first Grey?
It might be. I'm not too sure. They said he could have died.
Lyra?
They said, I'm just going to
Confirmed?
say right now that they were whispering amongst themselves and said this guy couldn't die. So
What?
Lyra, you've
big
seen
if
a
true.
painting of Victor. Yeah, that was Victor that just walked past you guys.
Wait a minute, what is that?
we
Wait a minute.
all see that
Wait a
painting,
minute,
haven't
that's the guy from the painting I have in my bag.
Yeah, we've all
yeah,
seen that guy.
it is.
What?
Would I recognize him then?
Yeah,
I imagine
yeah,
as
he
he's
probably
walking-
would
I
have.
imagine as he's walking through, Darcy just reaches into the bag, pulls it out, unfurls it, and like,
As you
Oh, no,
look
wait,
at
I
it,
have a-
he sees the painting. He's like, didn't get my scale quite right. Still never liked that painting. Walks
I'm
past.
just letting you all know right now. I just released the first Grey, and I think that puts myself up in the books.
Yeah,
Just
I
saying.
put Artemis's reaction in the meme channel.
okay, you know what? You know what, fuck it. I'm not gonna hold any of this against you until there's a negative effect. Fuck it.
You know, that's
And-
fair. I respect that.
And yeah, Darcy fucking kisses you.
What? Oh, jeez.
I think Marcus is confused. He's just like, all right, this is happening.
I said it. Okay.
All right.
I can't. I think I don't know if you want to move me back there, but the door closed, so I can't get out.
Well, let's hope that he finds his way back down here.
Thank you.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, he barreled
Yeah.
through that knight that was outside. He like
Oh, I
squished.
imagine.
He basically picked him up, squished the head, and just like threw him over the shoulder.
So we're good to go. We don't need to release the first Grey. He's released. We can get the other three and leave.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do we
let's,
wanna-
let's go do that. Let's go do that.
Awesome. Good. No squabble. I love this.
I'm sorry. It's like a god has landed onto the material plane.
Can I just say, I imagine this is where we'll end tonight. But I do love the fact that Artemis was like, why would we save one guy's life, but we could save three? Var's like, don't worry, I got this. I'll save his life, it's fine.
To be fair, I've done a lot of trolley problems. I know what the ethical decision is here.
Yeah.
I never said it was the most practical.
The most practical decision was releasing this guy. Fucking Christ.
What can I say? My solo missions have been 2 for 2. Technically, well, that was a duo mission. I'll still count it though. 3 for 3. Mine of the stealth mission still went off exceptionally well.
It actually
That was-
did.
Hey, that was a trio mission. I did help you with that.
Oh yeah, yes, you did turn us invisible.
Lucina,
Yeah,
I
we're
hope.
done.
Lucina, welcome to the group. I hope the just insanity, chaos that we bring to situations is stating your material plane adventuring needs.
I think
I
Varus
don't think
just takes. Oh, go ahead.
I don't think she's ever been more excited in her life.
Yeah, I think Varus takes a bow. It's just like, you're welcome.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
trying to remember. Did we feed Var?
No, well, maybe. Probably not. I probably should have rolled. Yeah, let me roll that real quick. Let me roll 3 times. Like, 1. Oh, immediately failed on the first one. Got it. I don't. Here's the thing. In his mode, does he even feel like feeding on the first ray? It's a good idea. Like, there's
No,
gotta be some
he's
kind of
not,
predatory instinct.
He's dumb, but he's not stupid.
No, I know. Yeah, right. Okay, cool. I think it truly is like a predatory instinct where it holds himself in until
Yeah.
he gets here, and then he bites someone.
Yeah.
Probably bites Darcy. Let's be
Probably
real.
bites
Considering
because
Darcy is
went
right in
for a
front of you,
kiss.
yes.
So before that conversation even happened, the first grade
Yeah!
walks by, Varus gets kissed, and then immediately bites Darcy.
Yeah. Good.
Let me roll that, unfortunately.
See, I did say they were like a couple. I was more meaning it metaphorically speaking, of course, but
Very intimate.
Crystal has been waiting for this moment, and she's not even here.
Here we are. It's just normal. So I mean, that hits.
It hits. I was worried that was the
Oh,
damage.
why am I guess I'm hitting myself with this bag.
I think you targeted yourself.
I did. It's
No.
fine though. 8 damage.
Yeah, Darcy, you take 8 points of damage. But you're like, ow! He just bit me right after I kissed him. What the fuck? But yeah, the first grade just fucking. He walks past, strides past.
Yeah, I truly like to imagine the urge had overcome Varus, and then he looked at the guy and he was like, no.
No,
No.
no,
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 no.
no.
there's always a bigger fish, and he's the biggest.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah. And now you turn all around to go and begin rescuing the rest.
The good ending.
What can I say?
You know, I was gonna
I
say before
My
we
great
ended.
adventure, in and out.
I was gonna say before we ended that you know, but look at the bright side. If we TPK here, we at least get to do the sci-fi game a lot sooner than expected.
That is true.
Not wrong.
I truly do. I like to imagine the fact that Veyron and Lyra just didn't know I was gone until I came back.
They're
You know,
like,
this
wait a
argument
sec.
is oddly.
Wait a
This
second.
argument is
where's
oddly
Varus?
going in a circle. Where's Varus? Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is.
Holy
Oh,
shit,
who the
what's that
fuck is that? Yeah, honestly, sure.
If you could say I've done anything, you could say that I've done my solo missions correctly.
You know, Andrew's out here proving that assassin is a redundant subclass.
Well, to be
Literally.
fair, you guys are lucky that these guys had low HP.
Oh yeah.
True.
Well, that's why I didn't fight the knight. I was like, I'm not going through that guy. No, I'll hit the 3 squishies in the fucking building.
Fair. But yeah, that's
And yeah, the second you were like, oh, there's a mage in there, I was like, I'm killing that guy first.
You did exactly lethal damage.
Damn right.
She had 33 health. And you did
Damn
33
right.
damage. And I was like, oh no.
That's all I need. And then I closed the door and shot the other guy.
Oh, that was actually cinematic. Damn, dude, that was good. But yeah, we'll pick up after that next week.
I'll give it to myself. Mars has had a lot of cinematic moments.